welcome back. We are here at day 11 of the Fool's Journey, with the focus being manifesting me. And we started on April 1st with the Aries new moon, and are working through this journey of manifesting the next version of ourselves, the me who attracts the things that we want, the me who has the things that we want. By becoming that person, that's how you attract those things instead of focusing on the things themselves. So yesterday's card was the Hermit, and that spoke to us, or I spoke to this about after making some choices and maybe facing some challenges, some hardships, some struggles. Then it's time to go within and reconnect to our inner self, to our higher self, disconnect from the world to recharge our batteries, and to also evaluate, are we, following our true desires? Are we becoming the person that we want to be and not doing this for someone else or out of obligation, which is really not in alignment or not really who we want to be? So we have these points, to check in, evaluate, and then decide whether we're going to pivot, whether we're going to continue on, decide to recommit and stay the course and stick to it and get that renewed sense of inspiration and motivation. So these opportunities come up periodically. So after the Hermit, today's card is the Wheel of Fortune. And so that sounds promising, right? Because now that we've taken this time to get quiet and determine that, yes, this is what we're doing, or make a little bit of a tweak if necessary, change of direction, or simply maybe a reframing of a belief, or working through some limiting or negative beliefs and stories that we have. We come to the Wheel of Fortune, and the key focus or keywords that I have for this card are turning point and opportunity. With the turning point being, okay, we were excited at the very beginning when the Fool's Journey started, and we've done all this learning because we are halfway through the Fool's Journey today. So we've done all this learning and checking in and recommitting and realizing that we have the answers within us, that we are stronger than we realize. And so the turning point is like, yes, now I feel I am recommitted, I am decided, and things start building momentum. Things start to happen. You start noticing how this transformation is happening, new habits, maybe that you're developing or wanting to develop. You're in the process of transformation. And so that's the turning point where it's like, yes, I am leaving behind my old identity, not because it was bad, simply because it's time to move on to what I'm being called to become. And it's also, the other keyword is opportunity, because once we've taken that time to reconnect and recharge and go within, we also start to attract opportunities that move us in the direction that we want to be going. We attract opportunities that help us, that continue to help us to evolve and transform and learn how to be this new person, because we've never been that person before. So we have to practice and realize how we're going to show up in the world in different aspects of our life. So the questions that I have for you for the Wheel of Fortune are, what opportunities am I being presented with to show up as the me I am manifesting? And with that speaks to, how are you being given the opportunities? What ways can you show up differently? We addressed this on one of the other cards when we talked about the inner strength. Can you speak your mind? Contribute your opinion? How are you being shown or presented with opportunities to show up as the person you want to become? Because, like I just said, we have to practice being this person. And if we would not normally have spoken our mind or contributed, or if we may not have normally applied for opportunities or said yes, we have to learn how to do that. And so what opportunities are you being presented to show up as that me you are manifesting? And the second question is, how can I take more opportunity to show up as the me I'm manifesting? And this might seem very similar, and it is. But a question that, something that I would like to point out in that aspect is, how can you treat yourself, act and show up in the world as the you who has the things you want? And a very easy example of this is treating yourself to services or indulgences more frequently than you did before, or up leveling them a bit. Go to a little bit better salon, get some better products for yourself, hair care products, um, skincare products, clothing, essential oils, or things that you haven't necessarily worked with, or you can up level them. The quality, the companies that you support, look at things like that. Are there companies that support causes or that you do agree with or don't agree with? And start making decisions that way. Start thinking about it. Because if you're not comfortable or it feels kind of indulgent or foo-foo or bougie, whatever it is, to get a massage more often instead of like just on your birthday or a special occasion, it's gonna feel weird and like, who am I? Who am I to give myself this treat much more regularly? Well, you're a person that's worthy and deserving of it. And it will feel weird and uncomfortable possibly, but just feel into it, allow yourself to be uncomfortable and continue to up level. Go to that massage every week instead of, every month or once a year. Give yourself the time to let this become your new normal, because that's how we up level. Step by step, increment by increment, up leveling little things at a time. And as they become normal, we do it again. That's why the fool's journey is a recurring process. So, those are the questions and the card for today, which is again the Wheel of Fortune. Trying to show. So, it has like love and finances, and it, depending on what you're working on, all of these things are actually aspects of your life, right? So, you are the common denominator. So, your home, your learning, uh, finances, romance, adventure, whatever those represent, you are the common denominator in all of those. So, what opportunities, how are you showing up in each of these? Oops, in each of these aspects as the new version of yourself, right? Because it's not segregated like that, or what's the right word? It's not linear. We're always compartmentalized. All these aspects are always part of our life. Even if we might be focusing on one more than the other, that's that harmony piece that I talk about. So that is the card for today. Tomorrow's card is the Justice card. And so I will just hold that there and see, what is your impression of the Justice card? Does it seem like a good card or a bad card? I personally don't believe there are any bad cards. It's simply information or some insight. This one is taken. It's there she goes, focusing. So, what are your thoughts on this Justice card? Let me know and check back tomorrow because that's what we'll be talking about. So I will see you then, guys. Bye.